Alrighty, so the bike is all but completed as far as all the wiring, motors, controllers, chargers, everything's operational. The bike itself is fully operational. I can jump on this bike right now and ride it up the road. So it's ready to roll. So the next step is to now start putting all the fairing and all the covers on everything, taking lots of videos and photos as proof. So I think we might start from the front of the bike and work our way back. So we'll start with the front fairing, and then it'll be tidying up the wiring and everything as all the covers go down to try and hide as much as possible so it looks nice and clean when it's completed. And yeah, until we get to the very back and every piece of fairing is on it. So let's get started with the front fairing. Alright, now we're entering the final phase of putting the bike back together. I was looking at the front fork seals and they're good, there's nothing wrong with them, but it's been sitting around a while, so I've just given it the fork there a bit of a clean up, and I'm just putting some red rubber grease on the rubbers and on the forks. Just going to depress it a couple of times. It might help lubricate the old seals and prevent any leaking moving forward. So once we do that, we'll give it a clean up and move on to the next task. So there we go. That's the front fairing and the mirrors and everything put on. So we've tidied up. We've put the rubber in here to hide any wiring there. we have all the mirrors and everything on here. On this side, we've got the covers covering up so you don't see all the wiring. So I think it's all looking pretty tidy through there. So I think we might do the side fairing here next. So let's get that done. Okay, so there we go, we got the front fairing on there. So all the front fairing down to the sides. So the bike is starting to take shape. So all looking pretty good. So we're going to move on to installing the tank and the tank cover next. One thing we've got to do before we cover everything up, we have these stickers here to warn people that there's high voltage DC under covers. So we'll put a couple on the box wherever we can, and also at the fixing points for the tank. So we've just on the front of the tank, near the bolts where you'd remove the actual tank, we have to put the stickers on there to show that once underneath that tank is actually high voltage DC. So we'll put them in as we go. Alright, so there we go, we've got the stickers on the box and on some of the electrical components to show that it's high voltage DC. So now we're going to put the tank and tank cover back on, which will cover all this up, and we'll have to put a couple of stickers on that as well. So let's do it. just like that, the tank is fitted. So we have got the stickers near the fixing points to warn anybody removing the tank that there's high voltage DC underneath the tank. Turn that to comply with Code of Practice 14. So the tank is on now. So now we'll just fit the rest of the bits. So the side fairings, the seats, and the guard for the chain. So we'll get all that fitted now, and then the bike will be finished. Okay, so here we are. The bike is now 100% completed. It's ready to roll. Obviously it's not registered yet. We have got to take it in and get the electrical installation certified. But we've been following the Code of Practice 14 for EV conversions. And we've done everything to the book on that. So there's no reason I know of why it wouldn't be certified, but we don't know until we get it checked. So it is ready to run now. So I'll give you a quick walk around. Okay, so welcome to my new CBR-EVR. So here we go. This is or it still is, it was, 1988 CBR250R MC19. It was at the end of its usable life, but I thought maybe we can bring it back to life as an EV. So we've stripped it down, we've rebuilt every part of this motorcycle. It's got all new bearings, new brakes, new everything installed into it. So it's basically, it looks and is a brand new bike. So the main difference you'll see is the fact that there's no engine in there anymore. There's a big silver box and a new frame and electric motor and everything in there, and there's chargers and stuff for the EV conversion. So But if you see this going along the road, it still just looks like a CBR. So some of the changes, other changes we've got around here, we've got where the fuel switch was, we've put the isolation switch for the main batteries charger. We have obviously recovered the seats and everything. So all new fairing, new dash. The dash is slightly different now, so we have got a digital dash now. So we've got our speedometer, our power usage. We've got a BMS monitor down the bottom there. We have changed and put a new dash in just to show us what's happening around the bike. It's got some fault lights on it, which tie back to the EV system. The only difference on this side is we've got an additional kill switch to shut down the motor controller. So if I turn that off, you'll see this will go into a fault, so an error code, so that shuts down the motor controller in an emergency. Obviously we've got the kill switch, which kills everything, so if I hit that, that shuts everything down, so the whole lot will just stop now. On this side we have got, I'll replace all the light switches, so obviously there's no clutch lever on that side. But that's the bike completed now. So I hope you've enjoyed the project. It's taken a while, but I think the end product is well worth it. So the only thing to do now is to obviously get the electrical installation certified and a roadworthy, because it's going to need a roadworthy if we're going to get it re-registered. So once we get past those two little hurdles, then we can start road testing it. So keep watching.